Welcome back. Good morning to everybody out there. Good morning indeed. We are live. We are right on time. Nobody expected this, but got them. We're live before the market opens, about 33 minutes before the market opens. It's opening up, and very happy about that. I hope everybody else is happy about that too. Smash that like button right now. Let's get to 50 likes. I think we can get there like that. So hit that like button. Good morning to everybody out there. Welcome to Unai, JMax, Raptor, I am Jukes, Jesus, Di Fernando, John Smith, Atik, Tanisha, Peru Invest, Cash, Avice, and Damson. Welcome back and good morning. Welcome back to Lucid Trading. I want to just reiterate, we're live every single day from Monday till Friday from 8:45 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. and 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. from market open to market close. We have 2 live streams, and that's Eastern time, by the way. So just so you know, and time to remove that. And yeah, so markets are skyrocketing every single day, non-stop. Nasdaq going upwards, hitting all-time highs again, back to back to back. What is happening to the Russell? Russell is bleeding out in the bearish channel that we've drawn the other time. Meanwhile, Nasdaq is just going up. Now, why is that happening? Big tech is going up. Big tech is the reason why the Nasdaq is heading up. And the reason the big tech is going up is because big tech is being used as a safe haven for inflation, against COVID. Big tech is the place to be, apparently. Microsoft is going up a little bit. Facebook is going up a little bit. Google up a little bit. You can see Amazon might be selling. No, Amazon heading up. Let's go. I think Amazon is about to hit an all-time high. Netflix hitting up. I think it's about to hit all-time highs as well, or very close to doing so. So, exciting times for big tech. Other than that, I mean, you know, Tesla's obviously going up about 0.5%. Let's take a look at the small caps, right? ChargePoint is down. CRISPR is up slightly. Beyond Meat is down. Snapchat up slightly. Twitter up slightly. IONQ is skyrocketing. GGPI is up slightly. Sheg, nothing. Bumble, nothing. SoFi, down. Path, down. Uber, down. Robinhood, nothing. Netlist down another 10%. So it's, you know, big tech against everything else, right? Baba is going down. DIDI is going down. Baidu is going down. So it's mostly big tech doing well, and you know, Nvidia is doing well. AMD is doing well. Recovery stocks are not quite there. They're selling off. You can see that across the board. You can see that the value stocks that we're looking at right here are also quite negative for the most part, because I think the Dow Jones is down about almost like a percentage point or something. Let's see if we can check the futures. Dow Jones down about 0.5%, while the Nasdaq is killing it. And with killing it, I mean it is ripping. Nasdaq is literally just, it's incredible. It's skyrocketing, right? So just, let's calculate this, right? Since November, this month, the 10th, we're up 4%, right? So this is in about 8 days. In 8 days, the Nasdaq went up 4%. And since the month of, let's say, is that September, October? Since October, the Nasdaq is up 15.6 percentage points. Quite impressive, you would say, right? It's about a month and a half, and we're up 15% plus. Very, very impressive. Now, the question is going to be, what is going to cause the Nasdaq to go down? Right now, we got the debt ceiling extension coming up, potentially. We don't know that yet completely. You know, tapering is happening as we speak, and inflation is very much rampant. However, earnings have been pretty good overall, at least for big tech. We didn't see any very big misses. So seems like big tech is the place to be. There's a lot of concentration in big tech, and I think it is unsustainable, but this could definitely keep going, right? We could maybe hit 17,000 on the Nasdaq, which would be crazy. So far, the dollar is going up about half a percentage point. VIX is going up 5.4%, which we did predict. Look at that arrow. Wow. What a nice one. I think we said this on the 16th that the VIX was going to spike. And the VIX actually spiked. We can probably see this on the MACD. Yeah, the MACD actually crossed right when we drew this arrow. And the 10-year yield is coming down. Look at that. 10-year down 4%. And it's going down because of COVID. Because people are afraid that we're going to get into a lockdown again in many places in the world. And so the 10-year is going down again by about 4%. I think this is going to be very much beneficial to the growth stocks out there. Initially, it's going to have a negative impact because obviously people are going to go a little risk off, right? So they're going into big tech. They're buying value. Well, they're not buying value stocks. Big tech has been a safe haven recently, the bond market. And what's really interesting is that as the 10-year is going down, the dollar is actually heading up by about 0.5%. So people are flocking to the dollar, essentially selling their assets, selling their stocks. There's a little bit of fear. Although, speaking of fear, if we just quickly look this up right now, which we're going to do that right now. Hold up. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to look up the fear and greed index right now. See how that is looking. Let's see. Oh, oops. There we go. Right. So this is the fear and greed index right now, indicating extreme greed. Previous close, extreme greed. 1 week ago, extreme greed. 1 month ago, greed. 1 year ago, greed. So people have been incredibly greedy in the markets, pretty much tossing all the money they have into the stock market. And it's been about 3 weeks of just extreme greed, right? And usually when you have that long of a period with the markets, or at least when the sentiment in the markets is sitting at that level, we tend to see a pullback. Although we're not exactly seeing a pullback in the broader market. Obviously the NASDAQ is not going down. S&P is relatively still sitting at a relatively good price. It's the Dow Jones pulling back. It's the small caps pulling back. The Russell's pulling back significantly. So I think we're going to gradually see this correction come about also with the S&P and the NASDAQ. And they could be lagging the Russell, right? So the Russell's already starting to pull back. People are going risk off, and they're getting into these safe haven stocks. The Apples, the Microsofts, with these very large market caps and incredible moats and relatively low PE ratios versus, some of those growth stocks, right? Growth stocks have really high PE ratios and price to sales ratios, and people are getting out of those. So let's get back to the chart. There we go. All right. So far, so good. NASDAQ is still green, and we can see on the RSI, it's very overbought, but it could definitely extend a tiny bit further before we see any correction. And in all honesty, we did get a tiny correction right here, about 3 percentage points on the NASDAQ. So I am happy with that correction that we've got. I've been calling for a correction, and we got that correction right in this zone. Which could mean that this rally could continue, possibly all the way up to 17,000. Really, I think there's a little bit of room left. I think there was a trend line that we were aware of. Maybe we can draw this again. Hold up. There you go. Like, this has been the trend line overall, I think. And right now it seems like we're touching that trend line again, right? So that resistance is being touched. If this breaches, right? If we see like a proper breach right here, let's say the NASDAQ gets to like 16,700, there is a high probability we're going to see this melt up move to the 17,000s. It will just keep going up, and kind of similar to the .com, really. If I can show that real quick, I think in the .com we had a very similar move. Obviously, it's probably not going to be exactly the same, but There you go. You had this period of consolidation. I think red was actually quite nice. So you had this period of time during the dot-com where there was a big resistance, right? And it just kept hitting that. It pulled back every single time from that resistance. And then right here, right as it broke through, and keep in mind right now, there's a lot of people with a lot of money on the sidelines. And everybody's in the markets, right? So we're talking every lower class, middle class, upper class, everybody's in the stock market. And there's a lot of inflation. There's a lot of stimulus. We have very low rates. So getting a melt up right now, I think it makes sense. We already had a correction of about 3% in the NASDAQ. So we got that correction. I thought we would get consolidation. However, it seems like economic data are showing us short term, it's still possible that we get a Santa rally and we could get like a massive melt up. Although my initial thoughts were that we were going to get some consolidation, but all signs are just green, right? It's just nothing seems to really budge the markets, and so yeah, you get this very, very large momentum move, which we've seen in the past, break through the resistance and an incredible move upwards, and I think that could be possible right now with the NASDAQ if it breaks through. And this does definitely look bullish to me, in all honesty. So, 1 second. There you go. We got a $5 donation from Patrick Lamb. Thank you so much, Patrick. Patrick says, can you take a look at MRO and see whether you think it's going to go up or if it's bottomed? MRO, I haven't. Oh, yeah, so I said it was going to top out right here, and it was going to pull back, right? It's pulling back right now as we speak. And we had the dividends, we had the earnings, and oil is going down. Yeah, it's going to go down. I suspect that, this could act as support. I suspect we see it go down all the way to fill the gap here. Get to around 13 to 14 bucks-ish short term. I do remember vividly that I covered this because I covered U.S. oil, and oil's going down. Remember what I said about oil? I think I covered U.S. oil on the 11th. It was looking like, at least from the technical standpoint, it was looking like oil was going to be topping out. And you can see right here, this has been the trend line in the past, and this is kind of what I've been looking at. And so I thought we might get a correction back to the support line here, or the Fibonacci extension. And yeah, it's pulled back all the way down. And I think overall, oil is going to get back to like 72, maybe 73, or around 70. So just a matter of time. Bitcoin is heading up. Ethereum is heading up. That's kind of strange, because the dollar is actually heading up as well. Usually when the dollar goes up, you don't see crypto go up. But I guess this is kind of strange, right? You can see this right here. So the dollar is heading up. DXY, dollar heading up. Gold is heading up as well, 0.3%. Bitcoin is heading up. So this could, in my opinion, be a reaction of the markets. They're trying to get into safe haven places, right? So gold, silver, platinum, commodities, the dollar, obviously. And the 10-year keeps dropping, meaning that bonds are in high demand right now. Bonds are being bought like crazy. It's crazy. So, yeah. Interesting. Yeah, so the 10-year is still dropping. What the hell is happening? It's a little bit weird, isn't it? One moment. Taking a look at Coinbase. Coinbase is heading up because of the move in crypto. Tesla is still sitting at $1,100. Neo is down about 0.4%. Li Auto is down about 1.5%. XPeng up 0.4%. Lucid is down 2%. Rivian is up. Okay. Interesting. So Rivian is up at a market cap of 100 billion. What's happening with AI? AI is going up a percentage point after going down like significant amounts, so not really that interesting. Palantir is sitting at 21.5, up about 0.3%. Snowflake is down 1.7%. I expect Snowflake to go down another 10% probably. I've said it before. I'm going to say it again. I think Snowflake is going to come down back to around 360 to around 370. Apple is... Well, I mean, Apple went up on the news that there was going to be an Apple car. And now that momentum is kind of slowing down. But I still think it's going to go to 160. It's one of the safe haven stocks, really. We also have a poll running here in the live chat, and I asked which stocks are going to go to the moon. People answered, at least from what I'm seeing here. Robinhood was about 18%, Palantir was 40%, C3 12%, and Neo 30%. So most people are very bullish on Palantir at 21.5. And if you don't know, Palantir stock is going down because of the because of the fact that their growth is relatively slowing down, like so slower growth in comparison to the past quarter, year over year. They weren't able to. I think they still beat the estimate, although the EPS wasn't quite beat. I think reported. Yeah, so they beat the estimate with regards to their revenue, but their growth is slowing down slightly. Causing this panic selling in Palantir. Really, it's like a 20% move. I mean, 26% from this top. I think this is still a very good support to be buying Palantir. It's sitting at 21.5. And if I just grab this horizontal line right here. Honestly, you can see right here. There we go. Support. Even right here, really. Right there. This is a great level to be buying Palantir, in my opinion. This is a fantastic level to be buying Palantir. And I will be buying some today, actually. If the market is going to allow me to, at least. Patrick just donated another $5. Thank you so much, Patrick. Patrick says, GGPI has sold off. Do you think it's going to head up? Now it's consolidated. Yes, I think this is great. I'm loving it. So the gap has been filled. It's going to consolidate a bit now, but I do expect GGPI to get back up, and just bounce again. As we're going to get more news about the merger, I still believe that GGPI is going to be skyrocketing much, much further. You cannot have Rivian at 100 billion, and like Lucid at like 70 or 80 billion. And GGPI is sitting at like what? Right now it's sitting at a 30 billion valuation, 25 billion valuation. GGPI is going to be merging with Polestar. I mean, Polestar has already delivered 20,000 vehicles or something. So they're ahead of the game. They're ahead of the curve. And I've seen these vehicles. They look amazing. You can't underestimate that. Oh, by the way, hit that like button. Let's go. Let's get to 100 likes. I believe they removed the dislike button. I'm kind of sad about that. I'm very saddened by that. But oh well, I mean, it's what YouTube wanted, so. But yeah, smash that like. Let's get to 100 likes. When we hit 150 likes, we're going to be doing another Q&A. So you can ask me any question and I'll be answering. And at 200 likes, we're going to extend the stream by 15 minutes to about 30 minutes, somewhere in that time period. So hit that like, smash that like, and let me know in the live chat, by the way, which stocks would you like me to cover? And I'll be taking a look at your stocks. While the market is kind of correcting, Palantir's still sitting super low. Can I buy some right now? Am I able to buy some? No, it's not allowing me right now. Yeah, I would not be surprised if Palantir just jumps up to like it just jumps up to like, what is it? Around 22.5 or something like that. DIDI is sitting at 8.36, also down about 1%. Baba down about 0.5%. Yeah, so these stocks are sitting relatively cheap. Lucid is recovering. Look at that. It was down 2%. It's now sitting at 46.7 again. Same for Rivian, going up 3.8%. And I think NIO is going to bounce as well. I really do think so. I think it's going to get back to 39 to about 39.5. Short term, right? So probably for today, maybe Monday. Because this is obviously the last trading day of the week. Oh, we just hit 100 likes. Thank you so much. That's awesome. Gara, check Nano Dimension. What is happening to AT&T, Jumia, DraftKings? Let me take a look at DraftKings. So Intel, NVTS. Is that a stock that ARK is buying? I think ARK is buying a lot of that, right? Unai says, if you extend 30 minutes, then we get these 200 likes. You know what? Let's get it, all right? I'll extend the stream by 30 minutes when we hit 200 likes. Let's go. That's my commitment. Yeah, let me just check DraftKings. I was relatively bearish on DraftKings, I remember. Yeah, there you go. I didn't really like it that much. Earnings were not that exciting. I'm not very excited about the company myself. It's sitting at a market cap of 15 billion. They're losing a lot of money. Like a lot of money. And it's not just temporary. It's been like very consistent, almost every single quarter. And I was bearish on the company, and I said it's going to probably pull back further. It's now sitting at 36.4, and it might actually get back further to 35. I think that is the support range. You can see that right here. Very nice support range around 35. So, yeah, let's get it. I think we're heading there. NVTA, was it this one? NVIDIA or something? Yeah, I thought we might bounce and then drop, right? So this is my expectation. Bounce to the resistance and then drop. Oh, well. It did drop, but it didn't bounce. It just dropped. Earnings were not as good as people expected. I'm telling you, Palantir is going to lift off. I think so. 21.5. That's a very nice price for Palantir. Kathy Wood is still selling to buy skills in DraftKings. Maybe she knows something we don't. So that could be the case. Yeah, we're sitting at 130 likes. Man, that was really fast. Thank you so much. Let's say, okay, let's hypothetically speaking, right? So what we had previously was this bullish channel, right? We had a bullish channel. We said that it was most likely going to get back to 27, 29. Then earnings indicated that the growth was slowing down. And they were very hesitant to be... They didn't answer some very specific questions that the analysts actually asked. And now what's happening is it's doing the opposite, right? So it's heading down, pulling back, as the market is also pulling back. You can see right here. Right? So this has been the intersection of the bullish trend and the bearish trend. That's acted as support. You can see right here, we're right at this lower level now, which is coincidentally, that is also where the stock tends to bounce, right? So if we can just, there you go, that's a horizontal line. Goes to show you, right? Bounce right there, bounce right here, right there, and right here. So I think there's a very, very high probability that if the markets don't go down 1 or 2% today, that we're going to see a big move in Palantir. With big move, I mean like a couple percentage points. So, or just consolidate at the least, right? I just don't see it going down further. That would be very surprising. So, yeah. I'm very much excited about Palantir. I'm also very excited about Robinhood because Robinhood it's below the IPO price right now. And they had some good news yesterday that the lawsuit is the class action lawsuit that was going on against Robinhood with regards to the meme stock rally that we've seen. They are dismissing it. So this essentially means that they're off the hook. And I wouldn't be surprised if Robinhood stock bounces off, gets back to 32 or 33. Maybe today or maybe Monday. So it's getting real cheap. So yeah, I'm very excited about it. 1 second, there you go. And Netlist, yeah, I'm gonna buy some Netlist today probably. Netlist is heading down. DIDI is going flat. Baba is going, down about 0.4%. Watch Palantir. I'm telling you, I think it's gonna bounce. I think there's been a lot of insider selling, and it's ready to bounce. What's happening with Tesla? Tesla's sitting at $1,100. Yeah, I think most people are buying Tesla more because they think the stock is going to split. There's nothing new happening right now. I don't think there has been anything really happening in the short term aside from the infrastructure bill, but I think that is already priced into the stock probably. So yeah, in some sense, there's a lot of hopium in Tesla. And if there's no stock split, then guess what? The stock is just going to plummet. I don't think it's going to go down to like $700 or something. It's probably going to get back to like the 900s short term, unless there's some news. There needs to be some news, else it just does not rally up. It will just get back to this lower level right here. But I'm bullish. I think into Q4 we might see, like, let's say we do see a pullback, we might see another big rally into the fourth quarter results, right? The deliveries. And we also have China deliveries, that should be acting as a catalyst, which I believe is going to be at the end of this month or beginning of next month. Yeah, there's this overall kind of weakness in the Russell. S&P is going slightly negative. The Dow Jones is going down. So we'll have to see what happens here. VIX. Oh, gold is going down. Look at that. Gold's starting to come down. Dollar is still up about 0.3%. VIX coming down slightly. 10-year yield is going up slightly. U.S. oil is still pulling back. Cryptos are coming back a little, especially Ethereum. My gosh, that's a big push on Ethereum. Ethereum up about 6%, and then you have Bitcoin going up about 4 percentage points. Dogecoin is just Doge is just kind of dying. At least that's what we're seeing right now. It is so sad. We have 6 minutes until the markets open, and so far it seems like some stocks are doing really well. Rivian is going up about 4.5%, and then you have Lucid down about 1%. Palantir is green. C3.ai is green about 1%. What else is happening here? Facebook going up. Microsoft in the green. Apple slightly red. Google green. Amazon green. Netflix in the green. And what's happening with Nano Dimension? Down again. BNGO down again. Nvidia. AMD. I want to see what's happening with DIDI. Still flat. Robinhood is going flat. Virgin Galactic is slightly down. SoFi is down about 1.8%. So yeah, it's still the growth stocks in the red. I'm expecting a bounce today. I think that could happen. I think the Russell has gone down quite a bit right now. Look at this. I mean, take this into account. The Russell is down 5.4%, or has been going down 5.4%. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a bounce up to this upper range in this bearish channel. Masras just donated $5. Thank you so much. Masras, can you check Sheg, Hood, and Neo, brother? Yeah, I think I could do that. I think I can do that right now. Sheg is going flat. Honestly, we're waiting for the buybacks, really. We're waiting for Sheg to start buying back its stock. If you take a look at their daily chart, MACD's about to cross. So when we have a green day for the small caps, I do expect a big rally on Sheg. I expect it to get back, close to 28, 29. Most probably, if I'm going to look at this, this has been the trend overall. I would expect it to just get around 28, 29 short term if today is indeed going to be a green day for the growth stocks, because growth stocks have been going down for several days in a row. And they should benefit from the lower yields. Yeah, but I think for now it's just going to have to consolidate. If we do see the buybacks, then I think we could see a very rapid move back to 30. It's just a matter of time, because I don't think they've started yet. But yeah, for now, around 28, 29 is where we're heading. And for Robinhood, if we can get back to Robinhood. Can we draw a trend here? Is there a trend here? There is. We're not at the bottom level. I mean, it's not at 28 or 29. That would be a great buying opportunity, by the way. If it hits 28, 29, I'll be buying a boatload of Robinhood stock. I'll tell you that. So yeah, so far it looks like we're in this bearish channel right now for Robinhood. And we're kind of at the lower end, but I think we could still see a one move and then bounce from there. It's a possibility. But regardless, I think this is a buying opportunity. Even if it pulls back to like 28.5, I think it's going to bounce back very fast to the 31, 32 level. And if we do see it kind of use this as support around $30, which keep in mind that's a psychological level, then I think it's going to bounce very fast to 32, 33, which would indicate approximately a move of about 8 to about 10 percentage points. And with regards to NEO, I'm incredibly bullish on NEO right now because NEO Day is coming up in about a month, and I think it's going to be super exciting. I think their deliveries are going to be much better in the coming months in comparison to the past months, and I think the stock is just ultimately relatively undervalued in comparison to like Rivian and Lucid and everything. I think NEO should be sitting around 50, maybe 60, and I think we might actually get there by the end of the month. I want to take a look at Tesla here. See, or maybe Palantir. I think Palantir would be nice. All right, market's opening up in a couple seconds. Smash that like button. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Any second, it's gonna be opening up. And the markets are open. Look at that, Palantir is skyrocketing. Freaking knew it. 21.7. Sweet. Markets are open. Palantir's up about 0.5%. Give me 1 second. I'm going to buy some Pltr right now. Let's see if I can get my hands on some Palantir. There we go. All right, Palantir's heading up about 1% right now. It's starting to recover a little bit from what I'm seeing here. What else is happening? 21.75. $21.8. And Robinhood is pulling back. My gosh. What is happening to Robinhood right now? Oh my god. Robinhood is pulling back. Like I said, it could definitely get to 28.5. But I still think it's a good buying opportunity, regardless. It's down about 1.2 percentage points. Sheg going up 0.3%. Bumble slightly green. GGPI going up 4%. IONQ up 2.7%. DIDI up 0.6%. Baba is starting to go green. And what else are we seeing here? AI is sitting at 40. Oh my god, AI is still pulling back. Look at that. Still pulling back. And what are we seeing here in the markets? NASDAQ is pulling down. The Russell is pulling down, still down about 0.5%. The S&P down 0.2%. NEO is up 0.6%. Lucid is sitting at 48 again. What the hell? That is crazy. One moment. Pltr 21.7. Rivian is sitting at 130 again. Interesting. So wait, let me get this straight. So Lucid bounced 12 percentage points while the Russell is going down and while the S&P is going down. Oh my god, that is just wild. That is just incredible. You would think that it would follow along with every other stock out there. That was not the case. And we're seeing Robinhood still down about 1.4%. Yeah, Robinhood is getting crushed. Meanwhile, Lucid is just skyrocketing. Look at that. 48.5. Let's check the 30 minutes. Yeah, I mean, this is looking like a bit of a bear flag, doesn't it? And Palantir is heading up. Yeah, markets are just pretty wild right now. If you take a look at like AI, for example, I mean, look at this. AI is about to go below 40. That's insane. Yeah, it's about to go below 40 now. And meanwhile, Lucid is just on a rampage. AI is getting very close to below 40. Rivian is sitting at 132. Up 7%. Look at that. NASDAQ is up 0.2%. Russell's down 0.4%. Dow Jones down 0.5%. You got the S&P down about 0.1%. VIX is coming down. Gold is still up. Dollar is up. Bond market is obviously up. 10-year coming down 3.3%. And yeah, the overall market is, I would say, still negative. But some stocks are doing good, right? GGPI going up 2.7%. IONQ up. Twitter up. Beyond Meat. CRISPR slightly up. And we're still seeing a lot of downside in, what was it? Yeah, the big banks are just not doing well right now with yields coming down. Value stocks are going down as well. And you can see Amazon is on a tear. It is hitting all-time highs, I believe, or about to be hitting all-time highs. It's getting very close to doing so. 3,740. And, so it's still big tech really taking on the lead here. C3 is sitting at 40.10. We're seeing a little bit more upside on Palantir, sitting at 21.8. And Robinhood, let's go. Robinhood is going up. Just a slight amount, though, but it is going up. Loving it. Let's see. And what else are we seeing here? Rivian at 132. It's down about 26%. Lucid at 48.9. Incredible volumes. Lucid is hitting 49 now. What the hell is happening? Who's buying this? Who the hell is buying this at 49? It must be Wall Street Bets or something. 49.2. And there's not a whole lot of selling pressure. You can see it's just holding that level without really pulling back. NASDAQ is going up. We're seeing the 10-year yield still pulling back 3.6%. NEO is rising a little bit, about a percentage point. C3, I think, didn't go below 40. Yeah, it's hit 40.10. DIDI heading up. Look at that. DIDI up about 1.2%. BABA going up about 0.7%. That's great. It's great news. What else are we seeing? Is Robinhood... Oh, look at that. Robinhood is rising. Let's go. 30.71. It's up about 0.6%. So that's cool. That's cool. I'm going to give it some time. What else are we seeing? BABA up about 0.7%. NVIDIA up 1.2%. Big tech just green across the board. Even Apple now. Apple going up. Palantir struggling at 21.7. One moment. I'm going to quickly... I bought a little bit of Palantir. Just a tiny tad bit. Yeah, we just hit 160 likes. That is amazing. We're going to do a Q&A right now. Q&A right now. Ask me any questions. I'll be answering all your questions, so keep them coming. In the live chat, by the way, so... we'll be looking at what's happening with... I mean, Lucid is still up 2.6%. NEO is going down. What? Tesla is green, sitting at 1,099. Obviously, Elon is still selling, so he's not done selling yet, I believe. And it could come down. S&P sitting at 4,700. It's going down because the value stocks are going down. Probably because the Dow Jones is down about 0.5%. And, you know, the Russell's able to climb up, thankfully. And we're seeing Robinhood really rising again. That's cool. Although not that much. Sitting at 30.75. Why are people not buying it at 30? That's it's a little confusing because that's like It's so weird. People want to buy it at 40. They don't want to buy it at 30. Mind is blown. Mind is blown. They would much rather want to buy Lucid, which is now sitting at 48, I believe. Yeah, 48. It's now it's going below 48 now, so. What else are we seeing? Palantir 21.9. Yeah. I said so, right? It's the big bounce is coming. Let's go. Palantir 21.9, and it's heading up. It's up 2 percentage points. C3 is down 2 percentage points, so there you have that. And Apple going negative again. Nvidia is up 1%. DIDI is up 1.4%. Notable. Yeah, so stocks are really struggling right now still. Just across the board, I think stocks are still struggling to stay green. Some stocks are doing better than others. You know, look at Lucid. Look at Rivian. Look at Tesla. 1106. It's up about 1%. Tesla just goes up every single day, doesn't it? It just can't catch a break. TLT is moving up still. Yields are coming down. We're not seeing any big changes aside from, the Russell's able to move up, but still down, still negative. NEO's heading up now. Cool. C3 is still struggling. Look at that, DIDI. DIDI is about to spike. It's up 2%. It's spiking upwards. And is there anything else that's doing anything interesting? ChargePoint, okay. ChargePoint heading up about 2% here. Looks like that's bottomed out short term. GGPI is pulling back down. Hey, let's go. Sheg. Or Sheg. I don't know how you pronounce that. It's starting to pick up some momentum. One moment. Yeah. A lot of slow movement. Very slow. We're not seeing any clear direction, really. Other than the meme stocks, right? The Lucid, the Rivian, that Wall Street Bets is buying, and, AMC. There you go. DIDI up 2.2%. It's starting to fly. I'm telling you, it's going to fly. Big time. And there's just so little buying pressure in the growth stocks right now. It's incredible. Russell's about to go green. Looks like it's bouncing up like we said. It's at this lower end on the bearish channel that we drew. And it seems like it's about to go green. Just a little bit more. NASDAQ is climbing above that resistance that we drew. And the S&P is getting pretty close as well. Jumped about 0.3%. 10 years starting to fall even further. NEO up 0.8%. Tesla up 1.1%. We've got Lucid going to 49. Wow. That's pretty amazing. C3 is failing to go up. Palantir sitting at 21.87. Still cheap. I like both C3 and Palantir at these prices. And Google, I think Google hit 3,000, 3,007. Amazon, is Amazon hitting all-time highs? No, not yet. Not yet. I think it might actually hit an all-time high today. It might as well be getting there. Look at Nvidia. Nvidia heading up here about 2%. AMD about to go green. Recovery stocks are not doing so well. Big banks not doing so well. Same for the value stocks. Chinese stocks are slightly green, despite the Hang Seng Index being negative. Although Could be that we priced in the downturn that we had in the American markets. All right, I'll be answering all the questions that were asked. Let's see, are you still shorting NVIDIA? Yes, I'm still shorting NVIDIA, and I'm still green in my short. What do you think about Disney? I think Disney is getting real cheap. I like it. UWMC up 26% on stocks buyback plan. Okay, interesting. Intel, please. Intel. We'll take a look at Intel in a second. Nano Dimension, what is up with it? The Russell was pulling back. People were going risk off. And since Nano Dimension doesn't really have any revenues, Nano Dimension is a bit of a risky stock. So people were going risk off. They were buying safe haven assets. So that's why Nano Dimension was going down along with other risky stocks. What is a good price to be buying Tesla? I personally like to buy Tesla between $800 to $900. That'd be nice, but we'll have to see if we're gonna get there. When do you think BABA goes up? Over time, it's going to take some time as people digest the fact, the Chinese economy is slowing down a little bit. So I expect it to be sitting closer to $200 than to $100 by the end of the year. Palantir's heading up nicely, yeah. Let's see. Can you check Virgin Galactic? I think it's so cheap. My price target is 24. Yeah, there's just a lack of news, really, with Virgin Galactic. I mean, you buy Virgin Galactic for the momentum. It's a momentum trade. Hoping for an announcement so that it pushes up. But yeah, for now, it's just getting cheaper, and I think this is a potentially a great price for the stock, considering the historical levels that we've seen. Although obviously back in 2020, prior to the pandemic, I mean, it was already, or right around the pandemic, it was sitting at like current prices. But yeah, they did achieve a couple things since then, so I think the stock is probably worth more than that. Sitting at a 4.5 billion valuation. They burn a lot of money, so we have to keep that in mind. But yeah, I think right now would be a nice time to dollar cost average for the future, for any kind of catalyst that could be coming up. Who knows, right? Kathy Wood famously sold her Virgin Galactic stock right there, and guess what happened? I mean, it went up like 200% or something. She could have just held on to that, but yeah, we're just waiting for that catalyst. We're waiting. Yeah, looks like we're not exactly getting a lot of green here. Palantir coming down. What else? Lucid is still going up regardless, so that's kind of funny. Markets go down, Lucid goes up. Markets go up, Lucid goes up. It's crazy. Would you short Lucid at 50? Yeah, I would short Lucid at 50. Why not? Can you do an analysis on fuel cell? One sec. Let's check Intel. Yeah, I mean, Intel, they have a lot of promises, but let's get real. Their stock is really not performing. I think AMD is about to be a higher market cap than Intel, which is wild. Look at that. 187 billion market cap on AMD. Let's compare the revenues, right? On a quarterly basis, AMD makes about 4.3 billion. How much does Intel make on a quarterly basis? 20 billion. That's a lot. They also have a lot more profits. You can see that profit margin right there. 35.5 billion. 35.5%, about 6.8 billion in net income. But you can see that the revenue's been relatively flat, so their revenues are not really growing. Bit of a blue chip stock. With I think they have relatively high dividends, right? 2.8%. So they're up against AMD, which is sitting roughly around the same market cap, but they make about 5 times less in revenue, in quarterly revenues. Yeah, I do expect Intel to make a comeback. From what I've seen, they're really busy doing that right now. But I think for the time being, I think we're just gonna see it regress to the trend line, and then maybe we go up to to the 50s. I think historically speaking, it tends to come back to this little trend line that we have going on here. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it gets back to around 45-ish, 46. See, that's where I would personally buy some Intel if it gets there. And essentially, you'd be playing Intel for the, if you think that Intel is going to make a big comeback, then yeah, that's why you buy Intel right now. DIDI is going down. Look at that. 8.46. What is happening with AI? I haven't checked AI. Oh, wow, let's go. AI is going below 40. Damn, look at that. Below 40. It's coming up. Very oversold, by the way, but it's going below 40 now. Below the 40s. Give me one moment. All right. Let's go. Okay, so C3 is now below $40. It's going below 40 now. It's sitting at 39.88, down another 2.6%. Wow, that is just down. Down. Yeah, I bought I bought $10,000 worth of C3 at 41, around 41, with leverage. So this is definitely painful to watch, but I'm still fairly confident. Earnings is going to be bullish. I think it's going to be bullish. So, one sec. What's happening here? What is happening to Lucid? Oh my! Look at Lucid right now. It's getting back to 50. It's crazy. Considering 30% move, and now we're seeing a 16% move to the upside on a Lucid. What else are we seeing here? Are we seeing anything happen here? Robinhood's just kind of sitting sideways at the moment. Virgin Galactic, same story. Bama's heading down. Classic. Why is that happening? It's the Russell. Yeah, bro. Okay, so the Russell's pulling back as the Nasdaq is heading up higher. So we're seeing more capital go to the big tech stocks. Facebook, Amazon, Google, Netflix, Apple. They're all heading up. But the small caps are getting wrecked. You can see this. Shag is going down. Bumble's heading down. Even IONQ pulling back. Snapchat pulling back. Beyond Meat. SoFi, Path, Uber. Everything else is just heading south. What I find really incredible is that Lucid is not. Lucid is actually doing pretty great. Which is pretty wild. One sec. Yeah, so we're seeing Rivian and Lucid go up while everything else is down. Confused. Very confused. Oh, we got a $50 donation. Thank you so much, Peru. Perry just donated $50. That's awesome. Perry says, I am officially a C3.ai holder. My order executed at 39.77. Yeah, I mean, it's just bleeding out, man. Like, it's crazy. It's about to leave the 4 billion market cap. It's going to go down further at this point. I think earnings are going to be great, so as the stock is getting cheaper, I'm going to be buying more. But it's going below 40. I did not expect that this was going to happen. It's happening. So you got to be prepared for that. Anything can happen in these crazy markets, right? So what else are we seeing? It's still going down. Look at that. Down another 3.3%. How much is it down from the top right here? 23% in like 1, 2, 3, 4... In 5 days. In a week, we're down 23%. That's at the bottom. We're getting some incredible buying opportunities. Nevertheless, I mean, this is great. I'm very happy with this because this allows people to essentially buy in at a much cheaper price. And I think it's going to pop for earnings for sure. Now sitting at 39.6. What is happening? DIDI is coming down. Alibaba is coming down. Nano Dimension heading down. Look at that. Lucid is heading up. That's wild. Why is Lucid heading up? It's a little confusing, isn't it? You'd think the opposite was happening, right? Since the market is so bearish. But then again, I mean, let's be fair. It's already down like significantly, like 30. It went down 30.5% ish. One sec. And it's still heading higher. Look at that, 50.8. All right, I'm going to start shorting it. I think it could pull back significantly. So yeah, that's why. Although right now it looks like the frenzy continues, right? That's 18% move from the bottom to the top. And today alone up about 7.3 percentage points. Impressive. Let's see what happens next. AI is sitting at 39.5. Bro, that is just crazy. That is just nutty. One moment. All right. So C3 sitting at 39.5. It's down 3.5%. Palantir sitting at 21.7, up about 1%. And what else are we seeing here? Amazon up. It's mostly big tech in the green. And Robinhood is not going anywhere. And C3 is still falling. My gosh. Woo. That's crazy. Patrick just came in with another $5 donation. Cheers. Patrick says DIDI was going to spike. Now it's down again. What do you predict? We need the news that the app gets back online. We need the app to get back online. A lot of institutions are buying it. They're buying DIDI for the hope that the app gets back online. And then I think the stock could surge from there. But right now, we have no news regarding that. We have nothing going on so far. At least not for now. Look at that. Lucid is up 9.1% in a bearish market. Right? The Russell's down 0.5%. S&P is down. Dow Jones is down 0.6%. NASDAQ is up 0.6%. That's enough for Lucid to just pull up another 9 percentage points. Keep in mind, it was going down, I think, at some point, right? So it's up about almost 20 percentage points. Almost 20%. That's wild. Yeah, I am buying a little bit of C3. Yeah. I'm buying a little bit of C3 over time. What is happening here? C3.ai sitting at 39.4. Still down 3.8% down. Palantir's heading down. So far, so good. Shag down, Bumble down. Robinhood down. Big oof. That is hella painful. DIDI is down about 8.41. So I guess the selling is just continuing here with C3. Darn. We got a $20 donation from Perinvest. Cheers, man. I appreciate that a lot. Perry says AUR. He says I bought a lot of AUR. Did you buy a lot of AUR last week? Let me check. Aurora Innovation. Oh my gosh. Jackpot, right? Jackpot indeed. That's a big one. 46%. That's incredible. Aurora Innovation. Why is it going up? 10 billion market cap. It has no revenue. Engaged in the design and development of automobile hardware, software, EV, right? It's probably an EV. One of those. One second. Not an EV company, right? No. Okay, so it's an autonomy company, right? Let me, Aurora Innovation. Or also known as Aurora Innovation, is an American-based self-driving vehicle technology company based in Pittsburgh. Okay, I mean, that's fair. Subsidiaries are Uber Advanced Technologies. Okay. So does Uber own the whole thing or like a part of that? Yeah, it's getting pumped up, all right. Market cap of 10 billion. It's Why though? I mean, they have no revenue, right? So they must have some technology that is propelling their market cap. Aurora Innovation makes its debut as the first autonomous vehicle company to go public through a SPAC deal. So it's a SPAC deal. Oh, okay, so, right. I mean, Aurora, I mean, if they have the technology that's capable, it can be very promising. I mean, self-driving right now is a very big topic. There's a very, very large total addressable market for self-driving. So this is a long-term play for many, I think. So that's why it's probably bouncing. But yeah, congrats on that play. Aurora Innovation, heading up to the moon. I would have to dive in a little deeper to get to know why it's going up like this. Because, you know, the Russell is selling off about 0.7%. Dow Jones 0.7% as well. S&P is pulling back. So it's a little weird. Robinhood is pulling back more. Look at that. Robinhood is sitting at 30.10. About to go below 30. Which next support would be around 28, I think. 29. And if you take a look at NVIDIA, is a rising 3%. You have Palantir sitting at 28.67. C3 bouncing off that 39.3. So it got very, very low. And it's bouncing a little bit already. Lucid is losing a little bit of steam. Rivian, same story. And it's mostly because of what's happening with the Nasdaq. And well, the Nasdaq is green, but it's kind of slowing down as well. That's what I would say. Aurora, this stock will go to 70 plus. I mean, the thing is, if the stock goes to 70 plus, it would be sitting at a market cap of 40 billion, right? That's quite a bit, right? They have no revenues, nothing really, not yet. I'm gonna look into this after the stream. Aurora Innovation, I'll keep it in mind. If Perry's saying it's gonna go to 70, then I have to look into it. Oh my, the donations are piling up. We got another $20 donation from Perry. Thank you so much. Perry says, people who look for Metaverse, dollar ticket Meta is the one ETF to hold for the next 2 years. You can 20x your money. I think the Metaverse is going to be big, but I have a feeling, you know, this whole Web 3.0 Metaverse thing, I have a gut feeling that it's similar to the .com, whereas back when we had the .com, people were really excited about the internet. And so what you then see happening is people pile up on the internet plays, and these valuations just skyrocket until at some point, obviously, we had these big downturns, right? And I think we're at the very beginning of that stage of this bubble formation with these meta plays, the Web 3.0 plays, where people are starting to get excited about it. And I think over the coming years, we could see the same kind of behavior as what we've seen with the .com. So you got to be very cautious about that, especially if you're buying into companies that have no revenues. So just a caution, just to be a little bit cautious. I'm seeing the same exact thing. I think Meta Platforms, Meta Materials or something, Math or something. Yeah, Meta Materials, right? Had the same thing. 1.2 billion market cap, no revenues, but people piled up. Oh no, I think it was not Meta. It was something else. The other metaverse plays. I can't believe Lucid is still rallying. Oh my gosh. It's looking very bullish on the technicals. Yeah, on the 1 hour chart looks amazing. Then you look at the 4 hour chart and it looks a little bit less amazing. In all honesty. So I'll look into that Meta ETF. I'm gonna write that one down actually. Hold up, I'm gonna grab my notepad. Dollar ticker Meta, and what was it? Aurora. Yeah, I'll write them down. I'll do some research on that. Once again, if anybody wants to suggest me anything to look at, or a stock or like an ETF, then just let me know in the chat. I will look at your stocks or ETFs. I'll have a look. And what else is happening here? Patrick just came in with a $5 donation and says, is there a website that announces new SPACs like Aurora and new IPOs? Do you announce all the cool ones? I don't really follow SPACs that much. Usually when there's like a big IPO, you'll know about it. It comes into the news. But I believe you can check the NASDAQ, NASDAQ.com. NASDAQ, I think they release these things. Right, so NASDAQ.com to market activity, then to IPOs. Upcoming IPOs, right? And you can search on the calendar. So yeah, you'll have to go to NASDAQ.com and you'll see the IPOs for the NASDAQ right there. How come you're green on your shorts on NVIDIA? You shorted it before all-time high. Because I don't go all in. Because I dollar cost average upwards. I am not green on NVIDIA right now, I think. I think I'm now red. Yeah, I am red. I am red on NVIDIA. So I think around 325 I was green. I'm now red on my short. I should have probably closed everything, but oh well. I'm going to let it run for now. It's fine. I'm getting wrecked right now. You know, C3 is wrecking me at the moment. What else is going on? Yeah, it's been kind of tough. You know, DIDI not really going up. Baba not really going up. Robinhood is just kind of flat, down a percentage point. Even Palantir, right? Palantir kind of flat. So it's an unlucky day, for me at least. Yeah, regardless, I mean, the NASDAQ is going up 0.5%. I'm still wondering, like, what is the reason? Why are people buying Lucid right now? I mean, it's not like Lucid has any revenues. It's a bit of a gamble. Are people still that excited about it? Because I added the short around 51. I'll be adding more, by the way. But what I don't understand is, like, why Lucid? Why right now? It's not like there's an event coming up. It's just mind-boggling. Okay. Yeah, Lucid is up 10%. People are buying Lucid. Rivian is up 5.7%. And what else are we seeing here? NVIDIA still sitting pretty high. Yeah, nothing else really. That's pretty much it. Gara, what is the realistic price of Lucid? Certainly not 51.5. I think Lucid would be sitting at a relatively good price at around somewhere between 25 and 30, really, in this zone. And it's sitting right here, right? So that goes to show you, right? There's a lot of hype on Lucid right now. It's sitting at 52, where I would personally buy it around this level. So if it goes down all the way, let's say we go down for Q1, that's like a move of approximately, 50%. So yeah, I don't understand this move. What is happening? Who's buying this? Because that's like a 20% move right then and there. Yeah, so kind of confusing. Market cap of 85 billion again. It's about to go above 52. Look at that. Let's see. I mean, you can see that the MACD is crossing, right? So there's a lot of momentum, incredible amount of momentum right now in Lucid. But the question will be like, is that going to last? And if so, how long? One second. Yeah, I'm shorting it right now. I added shorts at 51, 52, roughly 52, right? And it's still heading up. Look at that. And this is happening while the market is bearish. You know, Russell's down, Dow Jones down, S&P is heading down. It's crazy. I guess it's going up. You can't fight it. People want it to be up, right? But how much is that? That's like, how much did they just add to their market cap? They added about roughly, I think, 15 billion to their market cap in no time, really. It's crazy. And this is during a bearish time, right? So S&P down, Russell down, Dow Jones down. You know, the NASDAQ is up, but that's mostly big tech, right? So it's mostly big tech heading up. You can see Palantir is up about 1%. C3 at 40 again. Or no, it's not. 39.65. Fair. I mean, it's whatever. DIDI 8.41. What is happening with Visa? Yeah, I think Amazon dropped Visa, right? Yeah, look at that. Ooh. Visa got dunked on. Visa is getting wrecked. It's a lot of capital leaving Visa. That's what, about like 20%? 20% down on Visa. Oh my gosh. It's crazy. Tesla's heading up to 1101, still green. Both Lucid and Rivian are rallying right now. And we're seeing the dollar up, gold is up slightly, VIX is up 4.4%. Yields are down 3.9% at the moment. And C3 is still down, look at that. 39.56. DIDI is heading down, Baba's heading down. Both sitting at significant discounts. Robinhood is going down below 30 now. Gosh. Robinhood is now sitting below 30, down 1.77%. I mean, I think that's pretty cheap. It can get back to 29, 28. I still think it's possible. So strange. Why is Lucid up, right? Why is Lucid up and why is not like, you know, C3 has earnings, for example. That is not going up. It's just going down every single day. Heck, why is Facebook now sitting at 360 and why is Lucid going to 52? That's something what I'm wondering. Like, what is going on here? Something is going on here. It's the EV hype. I think it's the EV hype is because people just want to buy EV stocks and what's that? There you go. GGPI is also going up 2.8%. People want to own EV stocks. That they want to own the next Tesla, which they think is going to be Lucid, which I don't think that is going to be the case. Not at all. Not even close. But there you go. Heading up. How much is that? It's like 21%. Sitting at 52.2. 11% move on Lucid. 6.5% move on Rivian. I'm surprised Rivian is going up slower because I think Lucid is probably significantly more overvalued than Rivian. But I think the reason that Rivian is going up slower is that the Reddit crew, the Wall Street Bets crew, have more influence on Lucid than on Rivian because of the smaller market cap. So they can move the stock faster. And with Rivian, it's a lot more difficult because they have like about $30 billion extra market cap. And this would be a perfect short, I'm telling you. It's incredibly expensive, very overvalued company, short term. And yeah, ultimately, I think once this frenzy ends, it's going to be sitting closer to $30 than $60. Oh, darn. Like, look at the 1 minute. Just up, 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 up. No selling. Just up. Volumes are also super high, right? So in comparison to like yesterday or like a day before that, just huge move. And it's still flying. Look at that. Still flying. 52.5. On no news, by the way. It's just happening because it's happening. Let me charge my phone. 1 sec. $52.5. 53 coming up. I mean, look at this. That's a 14.5% move from the bottom. Let's see. Is this sustainable? We'll see. I mean, we've had a very big dump before this, right? So 40 points, 42.7. Here we go. Madness is coming back. Jeez. 42.6. Yeah, when was the last time we had a push like this? We hadn't. This is literally the biggest run-up that we've seen in a 4-hour candlestick ever, I think. Maybe comparable to right here. Right? So push upwards. Where's this capital coming from, really? It's incredible. This is really confusing. Where the hell does this capital come from? I don't know if it's retail necessarily, because like if you look at the volume, I mean, this is incredible. Wall Street Bets is barely talking about this, I think. I don't think it's retail necessarily. Let me check. There we go. Nobody is on Lucid. Yeah, Lucid is rallying. Huh. Confused. 23%. Was there any news around Lucid? Is there something happening? Why is it going up this much? Well, I guess I'm going to short it again. Whatever. I'll be adding some shorts. All right. I added some shorts at 52.5, 52.3. Should be a good short, hopefully. But if it goes up another 10%, then, you know, what can I say? All right. Alrighty. What else is happening? AI is still pulling back. Palantir's barely able to go up. I mean, it's incredible. It's wild. You know, in this red market, right? S&P is actually heading down. NASDAQ is heading down. Dow Jones, Russell, everything is heading down. Yet we have Lucid sitting at 52.3, heading up 11.2%. It's really confusing. So why is that happening? Every signal out there is bearish, right? Yet the stock goes up like this. It just goes to show you, like, markets can be so incredibly irrational. Especially around EV stocks, right? GGPI now up 5%. So, yeah, that's what we're seeing here. This might be a short squeeze, by the way. This could very well be a short squeeze. This is what we're seeing here. I want to check the short interest on Lucid right now, real quick. Lucid short interest. All right. So their short interest now is, from what I'm seeing, I'm gonna have to check Fintel. 9.5%. It could be a mini short interest, right? Yeah. I mean, why the hell not? I mean, if people are shorting 9% of the float, be prepared for anything, right? Big 15% move. And this could also fall just as fast, by the way, so just be careful. Rivian hit 135, which, you know, from pre-market, that's like 6%, right? Wait, what? How is this 6? Wait, what? Oh, it was down in the pre. Was it down in the pre-market? Oh, wait, I get it. Right. So from here, it's about 6. But from here, it was about 9%. Is Robinhood bouncing? Not really. Did it get to the trend line? It hit 29.9, right? Wow, that's a massive pullback. Sheg is still going down. Look at that, hitting 26.7. Bumble at 37. DIDI at 8.44. Yeah, my Baba's still pulling back. Oh no. This is so horrible. My shorts, the stocks that I'm shorting are skyrocketing. The stocks that I'm buying are all falling. It's so sad. It's a sad day for me. But it's just, you know, you can't win every day, right? C3 is falling to 39.75. I'm losing on that right now. Palantir falling, not really going up, losing on that. Facebook is kind of flat. I mean, it's going up slightly, 2 percentage points. And, my NVIDIA short is just barely green. My DIDI play is going nowhere right now. Baba's going down. I'm red on Baba. So I'm not always green, right? I don't like to talk about my losers, but, sometimes I guess. Right now, I'm red on, let's see, I'm red on Robinhood. I'm red on, what else am I red on right now? Shay, Bumble. Snapchat is going flat. Path flat. Uber nowhere right now. Netlist, I'm still green on that one. Today, so far, I would say this week has not been a very good week for me. At least the latter part of the week. I think the beginning was quite great, but yeah. Oh, we get a tiny correction to 51.5. Gosh. On Lucid. Look at all the salt in the chat. Who the hell are these people? I haven't seen your names ever. I'm naming these things just to see, you know, who's gonna be like super salty. It's like, my gosh. Imagine that. It's like, I have one negative day, God forbid, right? It's like, yeah, you're a really bad trader. You're a really bad investor. You're really bad this. And that's how it goes, you know? You have one negative day and suddenly you're a very bad trader and you're not good at it. At least that's how opinions of people work, at least. Oh, Lord. It's great. Loving it. Keep it coming. We'll see. I think we have enough time, right? We have time. We'll see what happens. I'm shorting Lucid. We'll see what happens with Lucid. We shall see. Right now it's heading up. You know, C3 is going down. 39.74. Sad times, you know. Very sad times. PALANTIR at 21.7. What can I say? What can I say? Not a whole lot. Short C3. That's the last thing I'm going to be doing. Give me one moment. I'm going to have to like order something real quick. Yeah, I said I was going to be live streaming 30 minutes extra because we had 200 likes, and we are going to be live streaming for about 30 minutes extra. So you get ready for that. We're going to watch Lucid go up for another 30 minutes. It's so nutty. Yeah, Lucid is not pulling back. What else are we seeing? No real improvements. Yeah, we've seen like a big risk-off move. Apparently, I don't know, for some reason, people view Lucid as a risk-off and not risk-on, which is strange. So Lucid and Rivian are benefiting from this. And apparently Palantir is not worth it, or even like C3 sitting at 39.8, which, you know, the MACD's going to cross right here, looking pretty good actually. It's strange. Even Robinhood, right? Like, people are not buying Robinhood at 30. People are not buying Path at 54. They're not buying Snapchat. They're not buying any of these. They want to buy Lucid at 52. Confusing. Confusing as hell. I guess it's maybe because of the infrastructure bill, something like that. Could be the case. There we go. Oh, give me 1 second here. I think we got a donation through PayPal. Forgot to check my PayPal here for a sec. We got a donation from Michael Kelsey. Thank you so much, Michael. Appreciate that a lot. That's awesome. Michael says, you are doing a good job, Gara. Keep it up. I'm seeing an opportunity in Lil-M, L-I-L-M, electric VTOL jets. Check it for your group. Price target's much higher than the market right now. I'm holding 3,000 shares at $8, so 50 for your information. Cheers. We'll take a look at Lil, L-I-L-M. I think, is that, hold up. Lilium, right, so that is the company that Palantir invested in, I think. Lilium. Let's see. Yeah, this you invested at 8. Then you got a good deal because you're up on that one. Electric Vital Jet. Well, the market cap is already 2.5 billion, which makes it a little tough. Not a whole lot of information either. So wait, hold up. What? Down 50%. Yeah, so they have no revenue. I think on any kind of upswing in the markets, I could see this just swing up quite a bit. But yeah, the Russell's going negative still. So markets are relatively negative, and I mean, what can I say? I mean, it's sitting at the lower bound, of course. I'm gonna have to quickly check their balance sheet, I think. Before I do that, I want to quickly order some food because I haven't eaten anything today. I'm gonna have to order something, and I think I'm gonna eat Mexican food today. I think that'll be nice. Investor relations, Lilium, right? Let's pop that out. There you go. Oh, oops. There we go. Why does my camera look so weird? It's always that problem. Now, well. Okay, so investor relations for Lilium. What I'm actually curious about is how much cash do they have? Because obviously this is great, looks fantastic. I've actually done a little bit of research on this in the past, but I wanted to see maybe the quarterly report or something. They have the date for Q3 for the 16th. Okay, but wait, what? Where is it though? Financial annual reports coming soon. SEC filings. Okay. Okay, so this is the Q3 business call, business update at least. My hair is really doing weird. I'm gonna have to quickly there. All right, I think that works. One sec. All right, so they're testing the flights and everything, and I'm not seeing a whole lot. Yeah, they do have a lot of people working on the products. Yeah, they're still in the beginning phase. There we go. We've secured substantial support. Wait, hold up. What? Our commercial network plans have been boosted both in Europe and Florida, with infrastructure partners and key regional stakeholders stepping up to advance our expected rollout, and through plans for a $1 billion commercial deal with Azul Brazilian Airlines for 220 of our Lilium jets. That's great. That is fantastic. These are plans, right? Okay, so that's $584 million right there. Yeah, I think it's undervalued then. This is legit. I think this is. I've seen their product, and I think it's pretty legit. I think Lilium could be. Yeah, it could be. Seriously, go up a lot, like 5 to 10x. It is possible. It's within the realm of possibilities right now. Robinhood heading down and everything else as well. Yeah, so Lilium, I think this, I think it's gonna get back to $11 to $12, probably before the end of the year, and hey, we might get back to 15. Yeah, so looks promising to me. I like it. I like Lilium at $8. That's yeah. C3 is about to get back to 40. Lucid is pulling back to 51, which, let's be honest, I mean, still pretty high. Rivian is sitting at 132. What else are we seeing here? DIDI is pulling back. Robinhood is still pulling back 1.4%. And Bumble is down 2%. But I think Bumble is starting to bounce, isn't it? Yeah. I think it's bouncing upwards. Not that much, but it's definitely some progress. Like 0.5 percentage point or something. Shito Killer the Game Collector says, if you order Mexican food and it has lettuce on it, it is not Mexican food. I don't know. I don't know if there's like lettuce on it or not. I like lettuce, so let's see if I can order that right now. I haven't ordered yet. I'll be ordering right now. I haven't eaten Mexican food in a long time, actually. Probably half a year or something. Maybe a little bit less. Big tech, my gosh, Facebook is ripping. Look at that, 2.5% to the upside on Facebook. It's wow. Damn. It's incredible. It's still hitting higher, 347. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna be ordering from Taco Mundo right now. Yeah. I prefer that. They have burritos, cheeseritos, whatever Ritos, tacos. I'll probably get like I'm gonna get a veggie one as well. Cause I'm cool like that. Gara, is the Tesla dip over? No, I don't think so. No. I think it might go a little higher, but like, unless there's like a stock split or something big, I don't expect Tesla to be doing much, really. Like, what is the purpose of this big move? Like, bro, it's not worth $51. Why do people don't get, like, you don't have revenues? It's sitting at almost like half of the it's sitting at half of the valuation of AMD. AMD makes like $4.5 billion and they grow super fast. It's not fair. It just isn't fair. Feels like a scam. Feels like a dot-com bubble, really. see. Yeah, Lucid is been moving incredible. All right, I think I am ready and I can pay my dinner. Yeah. All right, let's go. Got him. Okay. Okay. So I want to tell you what I think is going to be great right now. Neo is going to be awesome. Love it at 38. Great. C3.ai, despite all the red candles, is going to have great earnings. C3 is a great buying opportunity at 39.8. I'm going to keep saying it. I do believe that this company is going to deliver next earnings. I think so because the CEO said so. We'll see. Palantir sitting at 21.6. Phenomenal. Love it. I think Palantir is great. This is not financial advice, by the way. This is just my opinion on stocks. I think the technicals are looking good. Fundamentals are looking pretty good. Yields are coming down 3.3%. So we can go a little bit more risk on. Sheg, 27. Phenomenal. 27. Huge discount. Sitting at 2018 valuations, but the revenues, look at the revenues, right? 2018, they had 321 million. 2020, they had 644 million, sitting at the same valuation. Which is kind of crazy given the fact that yields are sitting way lower than back then. Bumble, 37. Love it. Love Bumble at 37. Fantastic buying opportunity. Robinhood. Robinhood at 30. Let's go. I think it's great. Anything below 30, Robinhood is fantastic. So I'm loving Robinhood. Virgin Galactic at 17. I mean, we're getting these incredible discounts everywhere. Yeah, so these are what I'm focusing on. DIDI, 8.3. Once again, DIDI is going to skyrocket when the news comes out that the app is going to be back. Baba at 142. Lovely. Discounts. It's great. This is a fantastic market where we're getting just discounts every single freaking day. And people are complaining. Like, oh my God, my stocks are down. Well, don't go all in. You got to have cash on the sidelines. You can't be in this market when you have no cash on the sidelines. And this is why I'm happy. I had 35% of my whole portfolio in cold, hard cash. And guess what? I am buying like freaking crazy wherever I see an opportunity. So keep in mind, you got to have cash on the sidelines. You can't just gamble away your money on Lucid or Rivian and go all in. No, that's not how you should go about this. But yeah, once again, some shorts. I've been shorting Lucid. I'm going to keep shorting Lucid. Lucid now sitting at 50.7. It's a bubble. Same with Rivian. It's a bubble. I don't like NVIDIA right now, the current valuation. It's also a bubble. It's just a matter of time. So, yeah, this is, today has not been the most positive day for me necessarily, but I think we're going to have some awesome weeks in the next month. So, very excited about that. But yeah, thank you so much for that donation. We got a $20 donation from Connor. Appreciate that. That is awesome. And it says you are amazing. Look, I want to just point out, I still believe C3 can get to 60. 50 would be a bit more realistic at this point with, the CEO selling and whatnot. I still believe we could get a massive rebound. Still possible. That would be a 50% run up. Earnings are going to decide what's going to happen next. Palantir, same story. I think we're going to see a massive run to 25 in the next weeks into December. That's another 16 to 15 percentage points to the upside. There's many examples of stocks that are sitting or laying very low. DIDI, another one of those where if the app comes back, it just pops to $10 like instantly, and probably above that. And then you have Robinhood. My gosh, Robinhood is just so cheap. It is cheap. Yields are coming down. You can go risk on right now. Markets are at all-time highs, and Robinhood is sitting at 25 billion on a market cap, right? Their market cap is sitting at 25 billion. And remember, Robinhood used to sit at like what is it? Like the average valuation was around $40. I mean, that's around 40 billion, right? Close to 40 billion in market cap, and it's now sitting at 25 billion. It's an amazing opportunity, I'm telling you. Like, I think Robinhood at 30 and below 30, very cheap. I expect Robinhood to rebound very shortly. We're going to get back to 34, 35 within the next 2 weeks. So, Shag, same story. Very oversold, incredibly oversold. You can see this right here, down about. Oh, oops. It's down about 55 percentage points just from that top, right? If you take a look at the all-time high, there you go. That's a 76% correction or crash. It crashed, right? And it's sitting at a support zone as well. So that's a support. I believe Shag is going to bounce 30 to 40 percentage points in the next weeks, which would be about 35 to $40. Could be possible. Probably before the end of the year. So I'm seeing a lot of opportunities, and I'm very excited about it. Even Alibaba getting discounted again, sitting at a market cap of 430 billion, and Charlie Munger is buying like crazy, and I think he's buying for good reasons, and I'll be buying as well. So although short term, obviously we have a bit of a headwind with the Chinese economy. But I think that is going to be short term. I don't think the Chinese economy is going to go anywhere. So, yeah. You got to stay away from the bubbles. You got to stay away from the bubbles. Repeat it with me. You got to stay away from the bubbles, right? What is bubbling right now, right? What the hell's bubbling, right? Look at Snowflake. Does that look healthy? No, it doesn't look healthy. Look at what's happening with, what's his name? NVIDIA. Does that look healthy, right? Look at the weekly chart. That doesn't look healthy, right? This looks like a bubble to me. Valuations going up substantially. Look at Lucid. Look at Rivian, right? These are bubbles and they're popping. The whole market is not in a bubble. It's not like the whole stock market is in a bubble. Some stocks are very bubbly. We've seen that with Tesla. We've seen that with NVIDIA. Look at Tesla, right? It just casually went up 130%. That's incredible. That's like 650 billion in market cap or 700 billion in market cap in such a short period of time. The bubble popped. It went from $1,200 to $980, like that, really fast. And so you gotta stay safe. You gotta keep in mind there are stocks out there that are very bubbly, and there are stocks out there that are very cheap and oversold and have great fundamentals. Don't go with the masses. Bad idea. Wall Street bets, most people there don't make money. Most people lose everything they have. It's a good idea to be rational and not emotional, right? So you got to stay rational. There's a lot of hype going on in some sectors and some stocks. But you got to remain rational. So, yeah, that's all I wanted to say about that. I named a couple stocks that I think are very exciting for the next weeks. Obviously not for today. C3 is not going to bounce today. Look at that red candle. But I do think we're going to see a very robust rally for earnings. Same for Palantir, same for Robinhood, and other names that I've been looking at recently. All right, so that is it. Looks like Look at Lucid. Lucid could easily pull back to 35. Like, imagine that, right? If it pulls back to 35, that's a pullback of about 30%, by the way. Yeah. Let's see. We got a donation of approximately $5 donation from Patrick. Patrick says, is Rivian coming back up or is it going to be coming down? I think Rivian is probably going to go down. We're seeing a dead cat bounce right now. Bogdan just donated 10 RON. I have no idea what the currency is, but thank you. Hey, Gara, can you look at EGLD USDT? Thank you. Yeah, sure thing. I'm going to quickly look at EGLD. I was very bullish in EGLD. I was very, very bullish in EGLD. It's sitting at 350 now. It's rising so fast. Yeah. I was really bullish on this. Okay, so it's sitting at 354. I mean, looks like it might actually top out. Maybe Bitcoin is going down, right? So, is it going down? Yeah, Bitcoin. Well, it's going up, but it's downtrending. Yeah, huge volume there. It's still very positive on the 4-hour chart. Daily chart is about to. It's about to breach on the MACD. And weekly chart has been going up for a while, right? So, since August. Do we have any indication of like this rally stopping? I mean, I would have to know the market cap of this. Yeah, I think it might just go sideways, really. Just go sideways. Like top out and just go sideways. So like what we've seen here. What we've seen. I mean, I expect a pullback, of course. But like, I don't know when it's going to necessarily top out. Any moment. And if we do get a pullback, you know. It might get back to 330 or something, somewhere there, and just go sideways. You know, there's a lot of inflation going on. Crypto is going to be doing quite good, I think, in the coming months. Still, with all the inflation that's going on. All right, I think we're going to be wrapping up the current live stream. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the donations, for your support. I appreciate that a lot. We're going to have another live stream, obviously, today. Once again, I stream from Monday till Friday, 8:45 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. for market open, and 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. for market close, power hour. So keep that in mind. That's Eastern time, by the way. Basically, for market open and market close, we have 2 live streams. Make sure you tune in for the second live stream. I think that's going to be exciting with markets pushing up higher and higher like this. It's getting bloody insane. Anyway, check me out on social media. We have a Twitter, Discord, Instagram. Links are down below in the description. Check that out. And check out the Patreon where you can get many benefits like buy and sell signals, stock picks, the newsletter, the Q&A live streams, and many other benefits. You can find that at patreon.com/Lucid Trading. We currently have a 15% discount on the annual package. So if you want to check that out, patreon.com/Lucid Trading. That was it for now. We'll be back in a couple hours. So have a good one. Good luck with trading. We'll see you soon.